Hello and welcome. So, you've got an online store, but how do you get people to actually find it? Today, we're going to talk about turning that invisible shop into a place customers are flocking to. Let's get right into our simple guide for getting found. You've done it. You poured your heart and soul into building this beautiful online store. You picked the perfect products. You agonized over the design. You finally hit that launch button and silence. It's a super frustrating feeling, but trust me, it's a common one. The good news, there's a really powerful long-term fix for this. And that solution, my friends, is SEO. That stands for search engine optimization. It's time to stop just crossing your fingers and hoping people stumble upon your site. SEO is the strategy you use to get your store right in front of the people who are already looking for exactly what you're selling. So what is e-commerce SEO really? Well, at its heart, it's pretty simple. It's all about making sure that when someone goes to Google and types in, say, buy wireless headphones, your store is one of the top results they see. It's about connecting your product to their problem at the very moment they're ready to pull out their wallet. And you might be asking, why is this such a game changer? Well, think about paid ads. The moment you stop paying, the traffic stops. SEO is different. It's an investment that keeps paying you back. It builds on itself over time, bringing in free, long-term traffic. This builds trust, it boosts your sales, and eventually it means you can spend less on ads. And we're not talking about just any traffic. We're talking about visitors who are actually looking to buy. Now, I know what you might be thinking. SEO sounds really complex. And yeah, it can seem that way. But we're going to break it all down into a super simple 3-part blueprint that anyone, and I mean anyone, can follow to start seeing real results. So here's our game plan. It's just 3 steps. First, we're going to optimize your product and category pages. Second, we'll make sure the technical side of your store is set up perfectly for Google. And third, we'll talk about building trust and authority, so Google starts to see you as a real expert in your field. Okay, let's dive into step 1. And honestly, this is the foundation for everything else. Before you do anything, you have to get inside your customer's head and figure out the exact words and phrases they're typing into that search bar. And you know, not all keywords are created equal. You've got your super broad category searches, which are great, but then you get to the real gold, these long tail and transactional keywords. Someone searching best gaming laptop under 1,000 isn't just browsing. They have what we call high buying intent. Their wallet is practically out. Those are the people you really want to attract. So, once you have those golden keywords, what do? Well, you put them to work. You'll want to weave them naturally into your page titles, your product descriptions, and even in the alt text for your images. That's just a little description that tells Google what an image is about. And of course, always have a big, clear Add to Cart button. All right, let's move on to step 2, the tech stuff. Now, don't worry, you don't need to be a coding genius for this. This is all about making your website structure so clean and logical that Google's little search robots can crawl through it and easily understand what every single page is about. I mean, just look at this comparison. It's a no-brainer, right? Which URL actually tells you what's on the page? Men's running shoes or category ID equals 54? Having a clean, clear URL isn't just good for Google, it's good for your customers too. It's such a small thing that makes a huge difference. And that simple URL is part of a simple site structure. You want everything to be logical. The ideal path is just simple. You go from the homepage to a category to a specific product. Boom! This kind of clear hierarchy makes it incredibly easy for everyone, users and search engines, to find their way around. Now, let's talk about something that sounds complicated, but is actually your secret weapon. It's called schema markup. Think of it like a secret language that lets you whisper extra information directly into Google's ear. It's just a bit of code you add that says, hey Google, just so you know, this is a product, this is the price, here are the customer reviews, and yep, it's in stock. And why would you bother doing that? For this. This is the amazing payoff. Using schema is how you get those shiny star ratings, the price, and the stock status to show up right there in the Google search results. It makes your listing jump off the page and practically begs customers to click on your link instead of your competitors. And we absolutely cannot talk about tech without talking about mobile. This is non-negotiable in today's world. Your store has to be fast and look great on a phone. Not only does Google prioritize mobile-friendly sites, but your customers expect it. A slow, clunky mobile site is the fastest way to lose a sale, guaranteed. Okay, we've made it to the final step. We've optimized our pages, we've perfected our tech. Now for the last piece of the puzzle, building authority. This is all about proving to both Google and your customers that you're a trustworthy expert who really knows their stuff. So, how do you do that? Well, one of the absolute best ways is to create content that genuinely helps people. Think beyond just making a sale. Write a guide on how to choose the right gaming chair, or create a comparison of the top 5 wireless earbuds. When you become a helpful resource, you build massive trust and attract customers before they're even ready to buy.
And speaking of trust, you cannot forget about customer reviews. Seriously, they're like a triple win. First, they build trust with new shoppers. Second, they are proven to increase your conversion rate. And third, they give you a constant stream of fresh, user-generated content for your pages, which Google's algorithm absolutely loves.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. We've walked through our 3-step blueprint, optimizing your pages, perfecting your tech, and building authority. Now let's boil it all down into a simple, actionable checklist you can start using today.
Here you go. This is your roadmap to success. I want you to go through your own store and one by one, check these off. Are your titles optimized? Are your images high quality? Is your site lightning fast on a phone? Are you using schema? Are you actively asking for reviews? Just focusing on these core things will put you miles ahead of most of your competition.
So, if you take just one thing away from this, let it be this. SEO isn't some kind of dark magic. It's a strategy. It's the bridge that connects your amazing products to the people who are out there looking for them right now. Your next customer is typing something into Google this very second. The only question is, are you going to be there when they hit search?